if this works. Gonna be one of those. Yeah, it's about that time. Let's get it. Three times talking shit, getting clicks. You see it all around you. And this is Thursday night. We're just past 7:30 p.m. That's right. 313-825-5557 is our call-in line. Get that prepped. Our call-in lines aren't open right yet, but I'm going to get them cracking. Yeah, usually I come on a couple of minutes and give you guys previews, but this is what's going on in my neck of the woods here. We always talk Deion each and every week during the college football season because Deion got us watching college football this year. We're going to talk about Sunday Night Football, man, because I think something was wrong with that one. You agree? Call in. Oh, and then, of course, politics-wise, we got to talk about Kevin McCarthy, who, what, when, where, and why, and how he got to become the ex-Speaker of the United States House of Representatives. And finally, we're going to talk about Tupac's killer, quotation marks. Keefe D gets cuffed. And also, hey guys, listen. Why do you guys hate on this movie? Why? All that and more. Mimi. No, it's not the Mimi. It's the we episodes. That's what it is. Rock with me, guys. I'm just getting set up. I was talking to Richie Revolution. We were having a going in debate. I should have just went live. We should have went live with that one because we were going back and forth. It's like a Pete Sampras versus Serena Williams. Yeah, that's what it is. But rock with me right now. I'm going to get set up. Let me get it set up for you. Usually I have this cooking, but yeah, like I said, we got into a conversation. I was getting this thing cooking for you guys, and then Revolution called me. And he was like, what's today's topics? And, I was like, yo, you got to watch the show. Check out my little Instagrams that I be making to give you guys like little previews of what we're going to be talking about. The cool thing is, though, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about well, obviously it matters what I'm talking about, but you can circumvent all that because we got the call-in line, 313-825-5557. When you call in, hey, if it's in you, you take control of the show. You tell us some things. I'll throw some pictures for you. I'll produce it for you and engineer it while you're going in. And we'll all learn something together. Definitely. Agreed? Let the children sing. I'm going to pull up the chat in a second. I did update some things, but then I was just testing this out. And it was kind of hanky. But we'll get this all figured out. And once I find my live, where's my live show? Oh, let me get back on me. Hi. Well, 3 times. All right. So I see everybody in there. What's up? Get this chat going. Let me look in the chat. Make sure you guys are saying you can't hear me or can hear me or something like that. There he is. One thing I don't have here that I used to have is one of my lock docs, a custom doc browser. I don't have. See if I can remake it. So yeah, me and Revolution were basically talking about like the main part of the show that I'm going to discuss this evening. I definitely have to bring up the phone lines because he's definitely got to call in and chime in and just kick knowledge for y'all on this one. But specifically, I did it right. Boom, I can hit that. Oh, and this is it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. This is what I am talking about. You see on the left, that is Tupac Shakur. And on the right is Dwayne Keith Davis, also known as Keefy D. For any of these viewers that have gone to the, go to his site right now. The DJ Vlad sites, that's where I first found out about Keefy, honestly. Let me throw it up on the bigs. Maybe that might work. I don't even know what that is. I pull up and I find things, and this is where we are right now. Oh, let me show you guys my t-shirt. See this? Like it. See the back of that t-shirt. Yeah, that. Yeah. GFA. God Family Art by Manessa Johnson. My t-shirt came in like a couple of weeks ago. I swear it's the ADHD. I'm gonna blame it on that. I got this cup from Manassa because he came on as a guest, and if you come on as like an actual guest on here, I give you this nice little talking with the logo on here. He's got the first wave of them because I started out. I think I had like a 6-pack. So him, Dr. Stephanie, got one as well. But I have not sent his cup out, yo, because I'm trash, bro. I am. Let the children sing, because that's the truth right now. I am. But I also went on his website. I saw these t-shirts. This is one of the designs. He's working on a different, like, oh, man, it's crazy art. It's fantastically crazy. And I had to grab this one up. Definitely. I don't know. Look, I haven't talked to Manassa about this, and I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to reach out to him and let him know the quality of t-shirt that I am wearing. And come on. Let me sell it. But I'm seriously, the quality of this t-shirt, I was like, oh my God, I feel like this is France. This is Paris, circa 1887. Some shit like that, yo. For real, this is like silk and velvet and wool, and it's all the blends. It's a blend of something, but it's black. And I like my black tea, especially when I'm recording. You know, it kind of helps out and it keeps away from this little scatter that you see here, because that's the type of day I'm having. But honestly, this is a very, on its own, before the artwork, this t-shirt is, you know, is one of these, the Zuckerbergs, you know what I mean? You're looking like, oh, that's a plain black tee, but you don't know it's making his body feel like Nirvana. And then I get the Manassa art. I should have reached out and told him, yo, sign that sucker for me. It's okay. I'm not gonna. But I might, after this show, I might actually just put this sucker away, honestly. Because that's what it is. So I'm gonna bring up DJ Vlad's site for you, but I also gotta go to Manassa's site just so I can, Oh, it comes up too. It's crazy. I like that. If I can spell. This is it. All right, so little thing on here. Sometimes I call it the big monitor. It's the big monitor. Bring this over here while we're getting ready. And all right, so this is the DJ Vlad. This site right here. Check it out. I haven't subscribed on this. I'm subscribed on my personal account. But yeah, I go on DJ Vlad. He has everybody on there. He always has, like, you know, somebody that was an ex-rapper. I mean, he did one today with LeVar Ball on there, Ari Spears, Todd Bridges from Different Strokes. Remember? You talk about Willis, not Arnold Drummond, but Willis himself is on there. Boosie Badass, aka Boosie, and I mean he's always on there. He does interviews. Years ago, he started doing interviews with ex gangs. When you're a blood, when you're a shark for life. But he was interviewing people that were around and may have had some involvement with the murder of Tupac Shakur. And then through these series of interviews, we got a lot of just good information, things that we didn't know, some things we did know, but we're going to talk about that. I'm going to bring Revolution in here I'm going to bring him in when we get there. But that's one of the things we're going to talk about. Now, let me tell you about GFA God Family Art, where I got this beautiful deluxe t-shirt from. You guys check it out. Look at the side. Didn't load up all the way yet. I just moved it because the whole thing, like a whole picture came down and everything like that. But it just shows his art. This is the first collection, guys. This is the first collection. As you see, I got this guy right here in the City T. You want to know why? You know I got that? I'm going to tell you why, because... Bitch, I'm from Cumberland. Damn right. Look at the little Muhammad Ali, little Donnie. Oh, that's the little Donnie. Yeah. Creed. That's fly. Might get a grill. I like skateboards, so I got the little... One for the girls, for the ladies. Great art, thrown on a very high quality tee. That might be the next one right here. Or this one, sitting on a ledge. And this one. That one looks fly. All of them look good. I might have to just get the collection, honestly. That is how it may go down. But this is the first, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Hop on this website here. I'm going to throw the link in. Y'all go check that out. Link's coming from me right now. Y'all copy and paste that joint or just click on it. Check his website out. If you're so inclined to make a purchase, by all means do that. But Manasseh is a very dope artist. I hope to have him back soon because I felt like the first, not yet Revolution, but I felt like the first interview was kind of rushed. I was just starting out. This was like almost a year ago I did this one. And he was like my second interview. So I definitely got to have him back because there's so many questions I forgot to ask him. And just going in a conversation and catching up with him. So I'm definitely going to do that. Bitch, I'm from Cumberland. And that's what it's going to be. But POE cast, let me know. I'll let you guys know that the reason why I haven't set up the calls is because you and me were having this conversation. We're going back and forth. And we're doing it at the time that I usually set up my show. It takes some time to set this up and set everything up. And even then, like you saw last week, anything can happen. So
Ever since I was a lowercase G, but now I'm the big G.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try not to hit buttons that much longer. There you go. But what's up? Ramid's in here, Kato's in here, Flash is here. Dr. Check Get Clicks, POE Cat. I mean, everybody saying hello in the chat isn't everybody that's watching that show. So if you're watching the show, give me a quick hello. Don't be rude. Don't be a little lurker. You don't got to lurk on here. Just say what's up to everybody in the chat. Shit, damn. All right, what was I going to do? Oh, okay. I'm going to set up the thing. I'm going to set up the thing for you. There. I don't even know what screen I'm on now. But I can tell you, you know what this show can contain some things here. You all know that. Talking Shit Getting Clicks original podcast. Thursday night. We're doing this little show here. I'm back. back here. Now I shall open up the phone lines. Do it, you guys work with me. It's all Revolutionary's fault. Main lines up in here. Let the children sing just for you. And only you. Well, everybody too. Let's see. Everybody can hear me good, even when I'm mumbling and tumbling and mumbling. I was watching the $1 Million Morning Show with Anton Daniels. I watched that.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number.
Oh, I messed that up.
That was an invalid PIN for talk and shit get and clicks. Please re-enter your 6-digit PIN.
All right,
if you
love.
think you have reached the wrong show.
All right, love. Cool your tits, love. Cool your tits.
Welcome, host. You have not started a show session in Call-In Studio and cannot yet receive calls on talk and shit get and clicks.
Yo, you see this? They always
Please
telling
visit
me
the
things.
Call-In Studio website and begin your session.
No problem.
Music will play until your session begins, or you may call back when you are ready.
It probably will.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface. Audio recording is on.
Thank you. All right, welcome. Audio recording is on. You heard that. I heard that. You heard that. I heard that. It's on. So you can call in now. I may not pick up because I'm still rambling around, but still. You see that, guys? Sees the quality. It is. It's a great fabric. And I'm telling you, this camera ain't even, I'm not even 4K with you guys. You can just see it. You can feel it. No, I'm not getting any proceeds for anything. But it is really like, if I find something and it's good, I'm going to pass it on. I'm going to let you guys know. And that one is definitely a win-win for everybody because that's my homeboy. And he's making dope things. So there you go. I already see Revolution. He's in the call queue, guys. Should I pick up for him? Because I kind of want to go through a couple things before we get to Pac, because I think it's going to be, you know. There's also a way for, like, when you're having problems with I can assure you, I've researched this. It's not really on me. When we're doing the chat, sometimes it looks like your chat's coming up a little slower. A couple tips and tricks you can do is where it says live, if you're on your screen, next to the pause button or the forward button or your sound, it's going to say live. If you tap that button, it should take you to live. Like it just bounced me up. I'm looking at the show on my screen, and now I'm probably delayed by like half a second, 2 seconds. I'm going to do my head like this. I just did my head like that. I don't know how long it was. But if you hit live, it'll perpetually keep up. There's another setting in YouTube. We'll get back to that. I'll give you all the skinny on that so you can watch any live show you want to watch. You'll have a better experience by configuring your YouTubes to watch live streams. It's a weird thing. I'm 3 times, talking shit, getting clicks. I have to also let you know that, yes, this is the Me episodes live. But more than that, it's more than that. It's more than that. I cannot lie. I cannot lie because I will not lie. It's also the We episodes. Thank you guys for being here. Yes, also, let me put this up there. Pops has been married to my mom for 49 years. 49 years. 49 years, flashback.
Ain't nothing.
Yes, it is. It is something. It is something, Flash. 49 years? I'm not even 49 years old, which tells you guys I was born in wedlock. Yeah, that's right. I'm flexing. Is that a weird flex? To not be born a bastard, is it? Is it not a flex? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Flex, no flex. Flex, no flex. Flex, no flex. Let me bring now that I'm done talking my shit, let me bring my face back. So yeah, they've been married for 49 years. They've known each other since they was youngsters. They just got done celebrating their anniversary last week. And Flash is back. We're happy to see him. I'm going to definitely stop through and see you guys this weekend and give you big hugs, big kisses, maybe a card or something like that. But yeah, congratulations. Man. It's hard. Being married is tough. It's a tough job. I'm offline. How am I offline? I'm not offline. Speaking of, my phone's slow. It's probably been hacked. All right, so speaking of phones, you guys all got your alerts yesterday? It went off 2 or 3 times, and that was it. The big thing. People were making that was our Y2K. Just had our Y2K moment. Pato, you're on your way. You got a diamond already. I don't even know how long. I've been married for, I think, 5 years. I think I had 5 years. And you know what? Actually, I can see. Can I do that? Can I do 5 years 10 more times, like flashback?
Ain't nothing.
I think so. They say I should be talking all the time. I'm going to talk all the time. I'm going to talk all the time. I'm stalling. Yeah. All right. Now you see this right now? This music is playing through the computadore. Yes. Right? And you hear it? No issues. All right. Hopefully, we're going to keep it like that. Hopefully, we're going to keep it. No audio issues. I don't want any of that nonsense over here. All right. Hey, guys. Did you know something? You know, they're in here. They're in here. I should probably start by talking about my fantasy football then, right? All right, so let me tell you what. Right now, I am a liar. I am an MFing liar. I've been telling you guys that I'm going to come on here Sunday, but what's been happening is, like, first of all, I can't wake up. And then even when I wake up, I just can't stop being just lazy on Sunday. Sunday is my lazy day, but I also do love football. And I'm sitting there in the house talking shit to Kiki and Evelyn and Michael all the time. I was thinking, like, hell, I could come up on here and talk with y'all. We could talk football, watch the game, and I can also do my fantasy football. And I promise I'm going to do that. I promise. It has nothing to do with me being 0-4. But 0-4, I'm 0-4 in my fantasy football league. I cannot get a win. I can't get a win. I'm crying. Let me show y'all what happened. I gotta tell you what happened. You know what? I'm 0-4. You guys don't understand what's going on here. I think we did. I explained the fantasy football. I told you it was like a doctor, blah, 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 invented the league back in I think the late 70s, 60s or something like that. And it was something, blah, 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 league of speculatory football league, or I don't know. But in a previous show, I broke down the history of fantasy football. See that? If you throw the birds up there, they fly like that. They swarm like that. More birds, please.
Breakdown!
More birds. Love. All right, so let me just go in there. I'm gonna just show y'all all my business right now. I don't care. I do care. And it hurts. That shit hurts. Like 0-4 in fantasy football, effing hurts. Like Jalen, it hurts. Jalen hurts. Oh, Ramid, we're definitely talking about that. We're definitely talking about the Travis Kelce, Taylor Kelce, Travis Swift. They call them Swifties. That is stupid. Remember Brangelina? That's fly. Remember, was it Benlo? Remember Ben and J-Lo had, what were they? Benlo, some shit like that. They had cool names. Swifties? It's like I don't even want to sign into this. I don't even know my football sign in. For some reason I can't log in, so you guys can't see how bad it is. Can't see it. I just want to sign in. Where do I log in? I don't usually do it on a computer. Oh, here we are. I'm already logged in. All right, let me show you guys this crud. Hi, my name's Mo 3 times, and this is what my fantasy football looks like. All right. So to begin with, this is the score right now, 0-0 upcoming. I got to play Team Garza. Last week, I played Deshaun of the Dead, and my team name is, Benifer. Yeah, remember Benifer? That was hot. That was a hot name. All right, so my fantasy football team is One Sad Puppy. Is he lying? He's not lying. He did set the bar. I love Winnie and Dickie together. They are sickening sometimes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes me and Love argue, but when I've heard Winnie and Dickie probably in my entire life have like maybe four disagreements. One was a disagreement where they were coming back from North Carolina. We had just got this little puppy. His name was Cherokee. And I'm in the back of the car. I'm telling this story. I'm not asking for permission because I'm telling this is hilarious. And I don't even tell stories well. So I'm sitting in the back of the car, laid back, got the puppy and everything, excited, got a little puppy. My mom's driving, coming from North Carolina. It's dark. Yo, and they are having a back and forth. You know what they was arguing about? This is like in the 90s, like leasing vehicles. And the only thing I remember was while they were going back and forth, I was like, yo, did y'all hear that? Like where we're driving, I was like, y'all hear that? And my mom turned, she's driving, she turns her head in the seat and she says, shut up. Because she thinks I'm being like a smart ass because, they're going back and forth or whatever. Because I'm already giggling at them. Because my dad's saying the thing he said out loud was like, Winnie, you don't lease no damn escort.
Breakdown!
Ford Escort. You don't lease a Ford Escort. Like, who does that? But still, that's what he was saying, yo. And I was dying laughing. But I was like, yo, did you hear that? And she turns around. She's like, shut up. Just like, shut up. And then he's going on her. He's like, yo, like, and you're eating the fiddle faddle, the caramel corn with the peanuts and whatever. She'd be driving, eating her crunching munch, her fiddle faddle, or her crunching munch, but it was called fiddle faddle. He's like, yo, like, you gonna get us in an accident? 'Cause she's digging in the box, to get her treat or whatever. And she's swerving. She's like, you gonna get us an accident. They're gonna pull us out the car with jaws of life, and your hand's still going fiddle box.
I believe if women were just as equally physically strong as men, they would kill us.
Right? Yeah. So that's how they're going. I am dying. But I heard something. I'm like, yo, did you hear that? Like, oh, they ignore me. Like, after the second time I heard it and they ignore me, like less than 30 seconds later, boom. Tire blown. Tire blown, guys. I heard it. I heard that I knew the tire was going to blow. I knew the tire was going to blow. And I heard it. So then after that, because I heard it, I was like, you hear that? And my mom had told me to shut up. Pops uses that as further ammunition in their little disagreement. Hello? Hello, 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 hello? You can't hear. I'm freezing up. I'm freezing up. Oh, I'm red right now. Wow. Give me 2 seconds. Love, did you reset the router or something? I am red right now. My Ethernet's unplugged. Love, unplug back my Ethernet. I'm straight on Wi-Fi out here in this wilderness. No, you had the Twizzlers. She had the fiddle faddle because you specifically said that when they opened the car with the jaws of life, they were going to find me and you burnt beyond recognition, and they were just going to find her perfectly preserved hand inside a box of fiddle faddle.
Break down!
Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Right? I positively, like I had like a plug-in connection. I do the plug-in connection. And it says it's not connected. It says it's not connected. Can you check that? Guys, I tell you what, I already know what it is. I see my connection is going red. It's going in and out. I don't want it to go in and out. I want you to just chill real quick. Listen to this music. Hold on. This is a 2-minute and 13-second song. I will be back before the song ends. Promise. Look, 26 seconds to spare. Yeah. Give me some yays. Let me get some yays. Yeah. I'm back. I told you. Somebody did unplug my internet. It was me. It was me because I took my PlayStation and I wanted to play it on the good TV in the living room. You know, the one that we use for company. And that's what I was doing. So I did. And I actually put Ethernet cable directly because I got to have that edge. That was on me. So back to my tragedy. This, now it looks beautiful. And this right here is me. One sad puppy. That is oh my God, that name hits for what is happening with me. I'm going to take down, I'm taking down the chat because I don't want to see what you guys are going to have to say about this when I show you. I don't even want to see it. Plus, I can see it right here. You see this? One sad puppy. He has one lonely tear in his eyes. He's one sad puppy, one tear. He doesn't have one win. I am 0 for 4. I am 5. I'm fifth of 5 in the West. I'm not even from the West. Stop cheering. Do you know what happened? I'm clicking on this thing when I should be clicking on this. Let me take you in what happened. Now, the Shaun of the Dead, a.k.a. Brian Garza. Shots to Brian. Brian, if you're listening, by all means, you call in right now and you say whatever, you talk your shit, whatever. Let me know you're out there. If not, I promise, guys, I will be doing this on Sunday. Hold me accountable because what happens is that if the Eagles game start and I'm not even in here already, then I'm like, yo, I should get in here, and then something will happen in the Eagles game, and then I'm stuck. I am stuck. And since the season started, it has been an emotional roller coaster, up and downs. I know it's fake. I know it's rigged. I am about to show you guys a story of Sunday Night Football between the Chiefs and the Jets, Jets. And how fluky that game was. We're going to talk about that, right, Rahmed? Seen some flukiness in that game. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Trailer Swift. We'll talk about all of them. Anyway, the Shaun of the Dead was zipped on me. Let me show you what happened. Does this look crazy? He played Deshaun Watson because he's the Shaun of the Dead. And damn it, Deshaun Watson led the Shaun of the Dead to beat me. And he didn't even play in the game. He was projected 0. Meanwhile, Joey Burrow and his mishaps was projected to give me 19 points and gave me 4. Right? I have no second quarterback because my second quarterback is Aaron Rodgers, who just obliterated his Achilles like a breath into his opener. And now I got some dude named Aiden Connell, who was projected to give me 16 but gave me 9. Yo, how can a no name give me 5 more points better than Joe Burrow? Don't tell me about his calf injury. This is kind of how we're going to be talking on Sunday, too. I'm kind of giving you guys a preview. But don't tell me about his calf injury. If he can't play, stay your ass off the field, Joey. This is my last week because I'm going to have to start him again. I got to start him again because I'm playing in a 2-quarterback league. All the good quarterbacks is gone. So I'm dealing with people who are filling in for people filling in. Travis Etienne Jr., projected for 16, got me 9. I'm not really mad because usually he performs. DeAndre Swift did his thing. Busted. I mean, he boomed with coming in 4 points above his mark. I got A.J. Brown. You see what the kid did. He was projected to give 16, got 42. He had a mean game. And then Mike Evans, 13-7. It happens. But look at George Kittle. This is George freaking Kittle. He's one of the faces of the league. Projected for 10, got me 1 stankin' ass point. Stop cheering. Adios mio. Domingo. Dolphins defense. They were projected to give me at least 4 points. Now, at the time that I'm picking this roster that I played with, I'm like, yo, I'm going to put in the Jets because I know the Jets is going to show up and show out. I know it's a slaughter because you got the returning Super Bowl champions coming into MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets with, what's his name? Zach Wilson instead of Aaron Rodgers, who we thought it was going to be. The reason why they scheduled that as a Monday night game to see the matchup between Rodgers and Mahomes. But no, I played the Dolphins defense thinking, hell, they're going to score points. Their offense is going to be on the field way more than whatever. Justin Tucker, this MF'er be kicking like 99-yard field goals projected for nobody except for Scary Terry, and I was scary about him, but I traded to Will last week, whatever. Look who I sat on the bench. Look who was projected to get 11 and to get and I got 35. Look at that. And I was going to put him in there, but I didn't. Now, guys, let me know this, all right? Jonathan Taylor, he's had contract disputes with the Colts. The Colts been doing him dirty. So what he did is he said, F it, I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to get surgery, and I'm not stepping out on this field until I'm healed up and I'm ready to play and my money's right. He's healed up. He's ready to play, but his money's not right. And he's come off the PUP list, which is a list that you can stay on, kind of like injured reserve. And I think he can actually sit out for 5 more games before he has to play or has to sit for the rest of the season. So technically, he could sit out 10 games this year. And I'm wondering if I'm going to play. He's like the leading running back last year. This guy doesn't even put in his quarterback, the Shaun of the Dead, aptly named. Because literally, Deshaun was dead on this roster. And doesn't matter. Still beats me by a clean 21-9. 12 points. 12 points by a guy that's not playing a quarterback in an all-quarterback league. Like right here hurts right now. All of this. You know what's going to cure me, though? This Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Knowing my luck, I would open this up and all these bubbles would just pop over my face and I'd crisp bosh myself. Good night. Well, you got to drop us a link for your site. And check out my Manasseh shirt. Right? Does this sound like a Ballers episode? Somebody said, shut up, cow. I know, I'm just going to this. You mean no? Maybe the call-in dropped, actually. Let me go back to the phones and make sure the phones, I know now we have great connection. Someone tried to sabotage me. Now, usually I know it's AI. It's the man out there messing with my Wi-Fi, and that's why I have been physically connecting my computer to the modem. Physically. I'm going to check. I don't even. Oh, you're in a call queue. Hello, can you hear? Or tap it. Oh. Right, that's right. And that is right. Bro, chat is my mic. That's the main. Your browser might prevent calls from ringing. Change your browser settings. Right. Yeah. Something's always crazy. No host connection. Please connect the host. That makes sense. Thank you, call in studio. So yeah. Oh, my call probably disconnected. All right, so I'm gonna get the call lines back up.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface. Audio recording is on.
All right, you heard it. You heard it. I'm connected.
I'm here. Yeah.
I'm connected. All right. Hang tight. So this is what's going on. Can you hear me? Didn't mean to mute you. All right,
I
so
can hear you.
All right, cool. So this is what's going on in my life right now. I've been getting murdered. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers, gone. Jonathan Taylor, we don't know when he's coming back. Gone. And I'm getting beat. I am getting wazazazut. Not only this one, I can't believe I'm about to show you guys this. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, but you know what? I got to live my truth. I'm going to live my fantasy truth. This ain't the only league that it happened in, dog. Oh, shit. I got to call Jamal. Got to call Mo. I will do that as soon as the show is. He's probably going to be early. This is just crazy. Yo, this is just crazy. Each and every league that I'm in, I've been just getting washed. I've been getting washed up. And let me tell you guys, like, it's not like I'm new at this or anything. I've won some championships. I won some championships out in this piece. So for the fact that I can't win. Next year, I think we all should do fantasy football together. I think that's what we should do. We should make a league. Huh? What?
Called fantasy. So like tattoo, it's called fantasy. It's not real.
See, when you talk like this is how you get muted. Talking like this gets you muted. We talk about, yes, it is.
Anyway.
All right. So, but you understand the concept, right? It's a competition. You like competition? You like competing? Contest? It's a contest.
But yeah, I'm with you.
It's like a pick'em. I know it's not real, but yo, it changes the landscape of the game. You know what I mean? Like, it makes watching that much interesting. I mean, there was things that I did during that Eagles game and things that I rooted for during that Eagles game that no real Eagles fan should root for. But I was playing out scenarios in my head where it was a win-win situation. Like, let Terry McLaurin and McLaurin get one more touchdown. Don't worry. Jalen Hurts will push, brotherly shove it back in, and we'll win. I wanted to win in everything. A perfect day for me. A perfect Sunday would be... Oh, no, the hell he isn't?
They're savage animals. They are people that are sick, really sick.
I know he did not just hit.
I'm sorry. Can I just do this one last button, please?
I advocate for the devil all the time. I'm always a what if, but what if?
All right, I'm done.
Yo.
I don't care about that fantasy football. I care about Keezy D.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. Why does he do it? Peace. He had to go. I had to...
Break down. Back on that bullshit again. Back on that bullshit. Back on that bullshit. Back on that bullshit. Back on that bullshit again.
Oh, yeah? That's how you bang it? You hung up on me all the way.
I didn't hang up. I dropped call. I could mute you. I could return you to queue. I hit the red button. That's what I did. I hit the red button. No, I hit the red button.
What I mean when I say
I advocate for the devil all the time. I'm always a what if, but what if?
that was the point, right?
You got that. You know how he got that sound breakup scene. I will advocate for the devil. Or what if? Just like Billy Cunningham said, there's a million choices and decisions and operations and that have already gone through the universe. It is what it is, baby. But I said that as a result of you saying that you're going to advocate for Le Ekunsu Ocha, huh? No?
This is you. This is what you do. That's your voice. That is you. I plugged you in.
That was my voice.
One more time, that's your voice.
Hey, it's my voice.
For the devil all the time. I'm always a what if, but what if?
He played a... Yo, you said, can I hit one more? And then that was it. And then now you're hitting...
But I had to believe it or not at the end. I had to believe it or not. It's just a punchline. Learning buttons like you. I apologize.
I smell a little crack in you.
All right, I'm gonna mute you though. I gotta mute you. All right, let's get into this. We're gonna do it real quick. All right, so guys, you know that there's some things that have been happening. I'm thinking, you know what? I might just pump fake this. Is that what you want? Let me unmute him. Is this what you want?
You muted me. I can't say anything. You're the boss. You're the king. I'm Tito. I'm Toto, and you Michael Jackson. Like, that's what you do.
Toto is, yeah. Yo, but you're on now. And I put your Keefy D on there. F whatever show I was gonna do. We're doing this for the revolution, y'all.
That boy is good.
Let's get into
Good and
KPD and
terrible.
Tupac. Let's go. We started this earlier, an hour ago.
I'm sorry. Hey guys, are you watching this? Do I not have Keefy D gets cuffed on the screen right now?
EAGLES Eagle!
What do you want to do? You want to zoom?
KPD is a liar.
You want to zoom?
He's a liar.
Do you want to zoom?
No, I don't want to zoom right now because you could have got me prepared earlier. I got right.
Yeah. First of all, let me tell you something. Prepared earlier, when you called and I talked to you, my brother, you know what I mean? I talked to you during my setup time. Like I was talking to you and we were going back and forth. We got a good conversation. Conversation comes first before any of all of this. You know what I mean? It comes that talking shit, that getting clicks. And that's what we were doing earlier. You know what I'm saying? So when I came on just this evening, you saw how I did it. I came on live. I said, what's up to everybody? I let y'all know that, hey, I was talking to Revolution. We got caught up in a conversation. And during my prep time for my live show, that's what happened. We got caught up in a conversation. I couldn't really prep for my live show. You know what I mean? But if you would like to get on Zoom, then by all means, you can throw it in there. But like I always say as well, and this is just a testament to me keeping it 100% funky. It don't matter. I'm going to show you guys this. It don't matter. We have Keefy D. We're going to talk a little bit about After Earth. Of course, we want to talk about Dion. We're definitely going to talk about that Sunday Night Football fix. We're definitely talking about Kevin McCarthy, Republican, ex-Speaker of the House of Representatives, and what happened this week. But honestly, what I always say is once you get on this phone line, the show is yours. That's why I'm asking if you want the show to be yours and you want to zoom it, or if you just want the spotlight, you want the thing, and I'll just hit pictures and stuff in the background.
Well, you didn't give me, since we had a conversation for the last hour before you started, you never gave me authorization to set up my YouTube and set up my
your Zoom or anything
in order to talk to you. Right now, but I have on a tank top that's kind of tight.
I knew that was going to happen. Like I knew that was going to happen.
I'm getting pointy nipples.
I got it.
I don't want pointy nipples showing.
It's okay. Like I understood that it wasn't the thing of setting. I already understood that.
Exactly.
That's all right.
Exactly.
That's okay. So now you know that he's wearing
I have
these
pointy
nippled out wife beaters and everything and all of that. And he's doing such a this and such a that and widow and he's got his hands in the box of fiddle faddle. And then boom, we just know what it is. But like I said, sir,
The revolution's here.
this is how I'm going to break it down real quick. The revolution is here. The revolution is here. Rock with me just for a second, and I'm going to hand it off. Got it. I'm going to hand it off. So if you Zoom, it could be a little good, but from now on Thursdays, you just come prepared. You come pre-prepared. I'm just letting you know. That's what you should do.
Mad. Okay, you know what? You're putting me under the scope of something you're telling me last minute.
I'm sorry. Hey guys, you guys can all go to the YouTube channel, right? And you can check the description. Check the description to each and every show. And each and every show description, usually, and I hope it's in here because I am talking big right now. But usually in my descriptions, I say at some point, don't forget to join the conversation and share your thoughts, opinions, and advice. Call our live chat hotline 313-825-5557 or engage with the Jump Out guys in the chat. As always, you can take over as the host. Don't forget to... I don't be lying or nothing. Did he just hung up? Did he just hang up? I know he did not hang up. He just hung up. Yeah, I'd still be here. Or I may have lost it. I dropped the call. That's weird because I have all green. Got great connection. All right. So, Kevin McCarthy, as we should, we can definitely talk QPD and Pac and everything like that. And Revolution is not BSing. We were talking about this earlier, and he is the de facto authority when it comes to this. I piss no one off. I don't know like him, but this is what we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna give you a little quick taste for the vegetables. Oh, am I really? We're not doing the house right now. That he wants to doing Keefe. I need an administrator. I need a real administrator, not you. I need an administrator! Because I'm telling you, you're a bum. And I'm glad I'm muted and no one can hear me calling you all types of bums right now. I'm so glad. I am glad.
You're a real crumb bum.
All right, so let me give you guys just a little background. All right. Just a little background. And also let's get Revolution back. Rev, hopefully the call won't drop.
Thank you for calling Collins Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound.
Think.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Calin Studio web interface. Audio recording is on.
You. All right, are you in here? Can you hear?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, my call dropped.
I can't hear you. All that shit you were saying. I heard watching on.
I mean, like, are you going to be like this whole time? Is this going to be your little raggedy ass tone?
I'm just trying to meet your. I'm trying to meet your energy. Feng shui.
I mean, possible, but bro, you gotta hop on your Peloton. You gotta drink sunlight, pure sunlight first. All right, Keefe
I
D.
don't got a Peloton. Nigga, I sleep on an air mattress.
In July of 1996. Let me tell you what, guys, this guy's out of control. All right, so there's this guy, his name is Orlando Anderson, and basically what happened was Tupac and Orlando Anderson got in a fight. But in July of 1996, Anderson was involved in an altercation at Lakewood Mall, where he and his entourage assaulted Trayvon Lane, who was an employee of Death Row Records. Right? So they attempted to steal his Death Row medallion. And there was rumored to be a bounty placed on Death Row medallions by their rivals, the Compton Crips. This is an official story. Revolution's going to give you a little bit more clarity, but by the Compton Crips, of which Anderson was a member. So this move infuriated Suge Knight, who was a member of the Blood Gangs. I will let Reggie Revolution clarify all of that for you. So, as it goes, Tupac Shakur. Tupac. This is so sad. Yeah, like this happened damn near 30 years ago, and I still remember like what I was doing when the news came that Tupac got done up out in Vegas. Seriously. All right. So, like I said before, there was a rumored bounty placed on Death Row medallions. You know, the big old, the man. I should have worn my Death Row shirt for this one, but I'm wearing the Manasseh shirt. Win-win situation still. All right. So the move infuriated Suge Knight, Tupac Shakur as well, and the rest of Death Row. So on September 7th, 1996, here I am. There he is. Right? Move me over just a little bit. Away from Keefe. Get away from Keefe Diaz. All right. So, on September 7th, 1996, after the Bruce Seldon versus Mike Tyson fight, that was a quick one. But after the Mike Tyson fight, Trayvon Lane coincidentally spotted Anderson by himself in the MGM Grand, Las Vegas, and told Tupac and the rest of the Death Row entourage that Anderson was the one responsible for snatching his medallion. So Tupac can then be seen on MGM security cameras running over to Anderson with the rest of his entourage and throwing the first punch. Anderson then suffered a severe beatdown as he was jumped by about 5 men with no one to help him. Anderson escaped the worst of the beating by managing to cover his face during the attack. The beating occurred 3 hours before Shakur's shooting. I was going to let Keefe D explain the rest of the events, but Revolution, would you do me a favor and take over from there? Or if not, I can play the DJ Vlad interview. Let me know.
I mean, okay.
You rocking up. I'm working this for you.
Okay. So first, the guy who had his chain snatched earlier that day or that week by Orlando Anderson, so to speak, allegedly found out that Baby Lane was there, and he didn't go to anybody, but he went to Tupac and told Tupac what happened. Tupac, as you see, led the crew going off, everybody behind him, blah, blah, and they supposedly jumped on Mr. Orlando Anderson. And from that point on, it was supposedly triggered the event that ultimately killed Tupac, right? Okay, now what I'm saying is, because talking about bringing up the speed, Keefe D right now was just arrested by the Las Vegas Police Department for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Almost 20 years later.
Almost
17 years, I guess. He died in 1996.
Like 27 years.
So yeah, about almost 20 years. Yeah, or 27 years. Yeah. It's been a while though, right? So, long story short, right now they have locked up Keefe D for the murder because when he caught a case in California with the federal, I guess it's the federale. When he caught a case, he did a proffer meeting, which is basically a tell-all book.
Hold on, I got you.
A queen for the day, so to speak.
Proffer agreement is a written contract between a federal prosecutor and a defendant, or a person under criminal investigation, where the defendant agrees to provide. I don't know why I did that. Provide the prosecutor with useful information. The statements they made will not be used against them in future criminal proceedings. So it's kind of a way to get your crimes off your chest, let the prosecution know what's going on, and kind of, make sure going forward that the information you gave won't be used as a punishment to you.
Right. When you take a proper agreement, you're basically saying anything that has to do with this case, I will give you whatever information you're asking me for. I'm debriefed. It's called debriefing. They debrief any crime that he's ever committed. He must admit to right then and there, in order so that he won't be prosecuted. And if he lies about something and it comes back later, they got him. Now, mind you, he was selling drugs in California, and due to him selling drugs in California, for some reason, the California feds only wanted the story about Tupac to let him go, right? So we're going to just go with that point first. So whatever his crimes were for selling drugs or whatever it was in California, ultimately, California, all they wanted him to do was to tell about the Tupac story and who killed Tupac. That was it. In order for him to do that, they let him go and didn't charge him, right? And that's suspicious. That's suspicious within itself because, number one, Tupac was killed in Las Vegas, not in California. And for Keefe D to be a criminal who's been around this game long enough, a couple of bodies at the top of his game, these are just like the numero uno information that you already know. Just because I got away in California with this, doesn't mean I am good in Las Vegas with it.
Like, when did this happen? When did the proffer happen?
It has nothing to do with California.
When did the proffer happen?
The proffer happened, maybe 8 years ago, 9 years ago, as of now. So this has been a while. After he made the proffer, he started going on Vlad and all these different talk shows talking about the murder and saying that, he gave the gun to Orlando and to Dre. Dre said, I ain't doing it. Orlando took the gun and so-called fired across Dre and shot and killed Tupac and Dre's Suge Knight, right? Now, the problem here is,
hold on, let me get
all this.
All right. So imagine when you're telling this that you're telling it to people who have no effing idea who these people are. This is Dre Smith right here. I'm helping you out here. This is Dre. Right? Now, when he's talking, when Revolution is talking about them passing guns around, what happened was on the night, Dwayne Keith Davis, a.k.a. Keith D, said he was in a car with DeAndre Smith, Terrence T. Brown, and Orlando Anderson, pictured in this picture. And this was their seating position. This is the information that I got as their sitting position. So Terrence T. Brown was driving a white Cadillac. Keefe D was in the passenger seat. Orlando Baby Lane was sitting behind Keefe D in the rear right passenger seat. DeAndre Dre Smith was seated in the left rear passenger seat. The reason why, excuse me, the reason why Revolution references DeAndre saying, hey, I don't want to shoot, is because when they pulled up alongside Tupac and Suge Knight, Pac was in the passenger side. The driver's side of that car was on the right side of the car. So DeAndre Smith, from, the information we know, would have had, probably the best chance of being a drive-by shooter. It makes the most sense for him to be the one that's going to be the shooter. As you're telling us there. That's neither here nor there, but this is just the seating arrangement I'm showing. Please continue.
Right. Now, this is the story of KPD because, like you said, none of us were there. From the long ongoing story since we've heard it was, this is who was in the car. KPD, I forgot the guy that was driving, but Dre was in the background and Orlando was in the background.
Terrence Brown was right.
Orlando grabbed the gun and reached across Dre and shot and killed Tupac, right? Now, what I'm saying is, my point is, if Keefe D passed the gun to whoever and all of this happened in the car, right? He gave this information out verbatim over 8 years ago, right? Nobody said nothing. Nobody cared. Las Vegas police, everybody's heard this already. Keefe D is not some average guy. I did Fed time. I understand how this works. I'm not, because I'm a professional Fed bid doer, but I'm just saying, from my little experience in my little town, to be going into these federality places and being able to read and see the law and just what the natural conversation is, everybody and their mother knows when you give a proffer the proffer helps you for that case. It doesn't help you for another case in a whole other state. So what we're supposed to believe is that Keefe D, unknowingly, now Keefe D is supposed to be the dumbest man on America. He is around Puffy. He is around all these other different people. He is the top goon of his case. And all of a sudden, at damn near 60-something years old, or wherever he is, he's running around here saying this one story. The only thing about this story that makes it relevant is that he is implicating Mr. Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, whatever he wants to call himself. He's implicating that he offered $1 million hit, and that after Orlando was jumped or whatever have you, he bumped into one of these guys whose name was Zip, so-called. This is his nickname. He'll use a nickname. And Zip was like, hey, I got a gun for you, and gave him a gun. And this is the gun that they're saying that was used and ultimately to kill Tupac Shakur. Now, first and foremost, I'm speaking from a person who has lived in the streets. If you have ever lived in the city, you understand what I'm about to say to you. If you've ever been in the mix, you know what I'm about to say to you. Check this out. Bloods and Crips at this time, we know who they were and who were on the East Coast because of Suge Knight, Snoop Dogg, and all of this. We started getting a true understanding of who they actually were. We got the first understanding from NWA and how California was when it came to gang violence, the gang movement, right? Okay. My point is this. First and foremost, you're beefing with Suge Knight and you're arch enemies in California. Suge Knight has over 100 people with him that night. Bought 100 tickets? Bought 100 tickets for. So Pyru's and his crew was there that night. They already had prior altercations, as you said, with the chain taking from with Keefe D, so-called. I mean, not Keefe D. Orlando taking a chain from one of the death row artists. So what would make, number one, this is a Mike Tyson fight. If anybody knows anything about a Mike Tyson fight, back then, that was where you wanted to be as celebrities. Us regular people couldn't go, but celebrities were there. They were at the front row. Everybody was going to a Mike Tyson fight at the time. I was just recently in Vegas when Flash and Frankie D and the Majors were doing a show. We were on a regular day. It was regular schmegular. Wasn't nothing extra. And when we were walking through Vegas, we were out there for a week. We seen the traffic in Vegas, on Flamingo Ave, everywhere. We seen how it is out there, right? So you're saying at this night, 20 years, let's say 17 years ago, at a Mike Tyson fight, that they were able to, they seen Tupac, they drove by, seen Tupac, somebody yelled, hey, Tupac, he jumped out the window on his West Coast ride and stuff. They did a U-turn. If you've ever been in Vegas, and just imagine a Mike Tyson fight at that time. Just imagine. Everybody and their mother is trying to go see a Mike Tyson fight. We were in Vegas on a regular night. The Majors were out there singing amongst other people out there, and the streets were packed during the daytime. At night, it was even worse. This man said they did a button hook, and they turned back around and pulled up on the side of this man. They had multiple security. Now, the problem that I'm having with this is people don't realize about Tupac security. Tupac security was Reggie Wright Jr. His father, Reggie Wright Sr., I think at the time might have been the head dog in the police station for LA. Now, his son chose to be a bodyguard for Death Row. And they had many cops. This is where the Rampart scandal comes in. This is all at this time. Remember this. So, mind you, Tupac they're supposed to be pulled up and killed Tupac, right? It doesn't matter if Orlando shot this man or Dre shot this man. If Keefe D is saying, hey, Orlando shot them, the evidence and everybody else has said it couldn't have been Orlando because they seen the arm that came out the window. That would just mean, okay, Dre shot him, not Orlando, right? If Keefe D is saying that Orlando shot him in his proffer in California, and now it's proven that he's lying, his court case in California is now non-void, right? This is use intelligence. If he's lying, if he's just saying Orlando did it because they jumped Orlando, so Orlando shot him and it was really with Drake, he lied. Now, if he had no reason to lie the first time, why would he be lying now? There's enough evidence that goes and shows that, hey, listen, Orlando is not looking like the one who actually shot this man. But the crazy part is Orlando, when he died, when Buntry, who is, I don't know, and then now we're going a little far because a lot of people who listen don't know who Buntry is. Buntry is a real big piece of the Death Row movement. He's a Paru blood who is the brother, the big brother of Mob James, who is a notified rat. After his brother was killed, he said, forget death row because they killed his brother. That's how he felt. The issue here is that we're saying that Keefe D went on Vlad and all these other shows and actually said that, hey, this is what happened that night, implicating himself. And he didn't know that Vegas was different than California. He didn't know that they caught a murder in Vegas, and the only reason why he was let out in California is because he gave up that information. The proper stays quiet, and Vegas doesn't know about it until he chooses to speak. So now we're going to just assume that Keefe D was a dummy and chose to go everywhere and say this because he didn't know the law. He didn't know that he was going to get arrested in Vegas, where he has been living at for the last, 10 years? So what I'm saying is the whole big thing that they're really harping on is about Sean Combs, Puffy, because they're saying that Puffy paid $1 million, put $1 million hit on Tupac. And this is where the conversation comes into play with the thinkers. I'm going, all right, PPD is already on borrowed time. If he's saying Orlando shot him, then Orlando shot him. So then why are we talking about Dre shooting him? If everybody's now saying that it wasn't Orlando and it was Dre, doesn't that mean that they're saying that KPD lied in California? And if he lied in California, he no longer has any type of protection from his California charges?
I don't know. I think the only reason why we're getting it that it would be Dre and not actually Orlando Anderson would be because witnesses are saying that a thicker arm was seen sliding out of a car window.
Right. Sure did. Everybody that was there, listen, Dre at the time was damn near 400 pounds. 6'5", 6'6". He wasn't no little dude in the back of his car. So if he grabs a gun with his right hand and he just had to twist a little bit and shoot. Either way, does it make a difference if Dre shot or Orlando shot? If Tupac is dead. Ultimately, he's in the car and he passed the gun to somebody and they were killed. The big thing is that he's saying that it was Orlando who killed him. I'm going, if he had a proper meeting to save himself, why would he lie? What would be the purpose of lying? He wouldn't be having a Dre story if Dre actually shot him, right? There's also a conspiracy about the police being involved in both cases, Biggie and Pop.
Check this out real quick.
That's where I was saying.
All right, guys. So this is Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about the criminal justice system.
The third time I was rejected from jury duty, the judge reads the particulars and said, does anyone have any think they would not be able to convict? Yes, I'd have a problem if the only evidence available is eyewitness testimony, then everything I know about it tells me I should not trust it on the level where you end up putting someone in jail. What the judge said next was, are there any other jurors, like juror 14, who needs more than one witness before they would be able to convict? The person in front of me said, Your Honor, that's not what he said. I resisted with all my might to say, Your Honor, you were eyewitness to what I said 20 seconds ago and got it wrong.
Yes. I only play that because, like you said, like the only thing now
You've
is that
constantly heard me talk about
what am I doing here
on this show.
The only reason why I play that is because, the only thing that's going against what Keefe D said in the proffer and is eyewitness testimony. Seeing they saw an arm. I don't think that's strong enough evidence. So, like when we were having a conversation earlier about legal truth, because he put that on that proffer and that's what's on that paper, then that's what's going to hold up. My question earlier that I didn't get to ask you, was there any in that proffer, did it contain any type of information that Keefe D would have given about Puff Daddy in that actual proffer, or did that come later?
No, now, as far as the proffer, I'm not for sure. I would assume that he said that because that's what he has been saying since day one. Even before he was even arrested, when it was just regular conversation, that it was that Puffy paid $1 million. This has been like this before it became evidence of a conversation now. What I'm saying is, what we do know that has been failed to be spoken on, and the own police who did a research on it said it, cops were involved with this. Both cases, they said that the Los Angeles police were involved and had involvement in both shootings, right? Now,
Greg
Kading saying what he's saying does what? What'd you say?
Greg Kading, I'm bringing up pictures for you.
Oh yeah, because I'm a little behind. If I hear what I don't hear what you're playing, I'm
not playing anything. It's on the screen. If you hit the live, guys, if you're out there and you're on the screen, just hit the where it says live right next to the play button or whatever, and it should catch you up. There's some settings that you can change so when you're doing live, you can keep up. It'll probably be maybe a 3-second delay, but it's way much better viewing experience for lives. I just hit that button because I haven't hit a button in so long. But all right, so you make it interesting because when they're talking about the notorious B.I.G. shoot, when Biggie Smalls got shot, let me bring it up.
6 months after Tupac was killed, Biggie was back in California and he was killed. Now, if you watch Gene Deal, who was Biggie and Puffy's bodyguard, he said he had cold intel that, they were coming to kill Puffy that night. That was the intel that he had, right?
Who said this?
He told them, don't go.
Who was this? The bodyguard?
Gene Deal. Yeah, this is Gene Deal, who from day one, the one who was the Biggie's mom, the one who left Puffy, the one who's been saying this the whole time that it was Puffy. The bodyguard who said he was there that night when Puffy said, I don't care if they got to die, Tupac got to die, or Suge Knight got to go to jail. I'm tired of this drama. That's what Puffy said. That was his bodyguard. And Gene Deal ain't just a bodyguard. He is that dude.
All right.
In New York, he is that guy.
Why did he? Why would Puffy say anything like that? What was the context of him saying that?
Okay, well, at the time when this was going on, this is back when, you got to remember when Suge Knight and Puffy had their beef. Wolf was killed. I remember there were beefs in Atlanta at the Jermaine Dupri party where Wolf was killed by one of Suge Knight's associates. So you got to remember, this is not before it be now. This is now. Back then, we didn't have social media as prevalent as we do today, but we had the magazines and we had the little bit of information we had, and these were our icons back then. Like their little Dirks and their King Vons today. These were our little Dirks and King Vons, Tupac and Biggie and all them. That was ours for our time. So I'm a generation of kid that was into that. Damn, Biggie went out there 6 months after that. Why would he do that? I was a fan that was like, why you out in California for what? I was there when he died and all the speculation was coming out. Now we're talking about almost 30 years later. 30 years later. You had white officers who were doing, what was his name, Greg Kading or some shit?
Yeah.
He was the one who was running around and had put it together like, listen, there's more than this. These officers are involved. There are crooked officers that are involved in all of this. Suge Knight and Keith D they played football together in Little League. Suge Knight just said it when they went to him to question him. He said, man, I know Keith D since he was in football. So that's a hood thing. That's a street thing. That's my boy. I don't know whatever's going on. I ain't got nothing to say.
Right.
And he said, I seen who shot me and it wasn't Orlando.
So now Richard Hatcher is asking, why would P. Diddy want Tupac killed instead of Suge Knight?
Well, you got to remember at this time, this is about business. What was the only thing? Suge Knight wasn't stopping and breaking Bad Boy down. It was Tupac. Because you got to remember, there was also the shooting of Tupac and Puffy, and Biggie wasn't in the same room as Puffy that night. Puffy was in a whole other room with Haitian Jack and all those guys. See, people forget that Puffy's father was a gangster. Puffy came up from a gangster family. He is also from Harlem, New York. See, a lot of people don't understand who Puffy is. They don't know who his mother is, who his father is, or their story. So when they know Puffy from being P. Diddy dancing and doing rain dances and working for all these other things that he was doing. But you got to understand, these men, you don't make it to the top. You got to make it to the top by stepping on somebody. That's how you get rich. You get rich by stepping on somebody, stepping on people to get to the top. Every artist right now, think about it. In the last 6 months, for the last 2 years, they've been on Puffy back saying that he was going down, he was going down. Now, all of this base comes out saying, yo, Puffy ain't this ass, his mother, she got receipts. all of a sudden now, right now, all of a sudden, what was it, 2 months ago? Puffy takes all the people that he's ever had under his and gives them all their writings back, gives them all their music, gives them all their shit back. For what? Ain't it a coincidence that he's doing this? He just lost his deal with Ciroc and going through the thing with Ciroc. They've been bringing this up. He gives all this stuff back, and now all of a sudden he's the big. Because it's not about him killing Tupac. It's about Puffy being involved. Is what makes this case something. It's not about this man killing Tupac because you've admitted it for the last 8 years. What you need a 300-page indictment for? 30-page, whatever it was. You need that much of an indictment page to get this man on some shit he already said? We watch what happens to people around us with less. So what are we talking about in real time? This is a lot bigger than some Keefy D. This whole thing is a lot bigger than Keefy D.
So ultimately, the Keefy D is the eighth domino that's fallen here, and the final domino that's going to fall in here is going to be Sean Combs. That's what we're saying here.
They're trying to. I don't believe he's going down.
I'm just asking. Like,
I don't think you could take Puffy down unless you got.
But is that the goal? Is Puffy the last domino?
I am diplomatic. I don't really know.
So
if they don't have any tape of him passing that $1 million to Zip, they said he gave $1 million to Zip and Zip beat him. So we need to find. They're going to follow those wire transactions. Now I would assume if they went this far and they waited this long to do that big of an indictment paper on what this man admitted he was there, it gets no colder than that. Yo, I passed the gun. If anything, I'm a conspiracy to murder. I gave the nigga the gun. Doesn't matter who shot. If I gave you the gun, as me being the guy going to jail.
No, I mean, no, yeah, not, especially not after you got a proffer and then told your crime, and now you're kind of immune from any of that. All right, so.
But why would he believe?
So we're doing.
Why would he believe that?
So you're doing this. So we're doing this to get Puff Daddy out of here.
It doesn't have to get him out of here. All you got to do is do like you did everybody else. R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Prince, Bill Cosby, all our icons, before they die, they get blood on their names. They don't have to put Puffy in jail. Just take him away from it, take all his accolades. Excuse me. Take his accolades. Martin Luther King, he's been fucking everybody. Take his accolades. Malcolm X, his wife, Betty, married somebody white. Take his accolades. They always take our accolades. I'm just talking about America. Forget anything else. So I'm going to go. I don't know whether he did it or not. Was not there. Just like anybody else. Bill, all of them. I was not there. I was not there. I don't know what they did. I just look at the information for what it is, and then I understand life for what it is, and then I understand business, the economy, and the American way. If we can see, if you can believe that Mike Tyson didn't rape Robin Gibbons, this nigga talking about eating people's ears, eating their babies, but you don't believe. I don't believe that Mike Tyson raped Robin Gibbons, but you believe that Bill Cosby was giving all these girls pills. That is a subjective thought, and you're holding the side when you don't know either way. I'm going. None of us really know what happened, but let's look at the information from an intellectual level and go, damn, my.
All right, I gotta stop him. Because he brought up Bill Cosby, and that is exactly what we were arguing about before this show started, about Bill Cosby and everything like that. And I was like, and then he went there. So this is what we have. Yeah, let's just say allegedly. All right, so like everything comes down to it, and Keefy D is going through all of this because at the end of the day, we're going to try to get P. Diddy, but then we don't know if we can get P. Diddy because of a wire transfer or something like that that is maybe coming from his money, may not have been wired from him. Like, I don't know if that holds up. I think possibly that this information from Keefy D has been out there. It's been lingering. Nobody's really been pressed to say it. The people who really know. And, the fans, people who are fans of Tupac know. Anybody who's watched DJ Vlad over the past, 5 years have gotten this information. So when you do come out, I think it is really, I hate saying that. I think it is extremely interesting and provocative information, and another provocative speculation in that Keefy D's arrest is somehow tied to P. Diddy and a $1 million hit that was put out on Tupac. Very, very interesting speculation there. ultimately, me personally, it's been 30 years. And anybody who knows, we know that you've gone back and forth. People was like, oh, Puff Daddy did it. And then Suge killed Biggie. And then some people were like, Suge killed Tupac. And some people were like, it was two detectives from Rampart Division that had killed Tupac. And there were so many people. But then it comes down that it was a proffer, which is, it's a legal document. And it's one of those sweetheart deals where you get to spill all the sins and you're immune from them, you know, kind of like going to the confessional, but you can't trip. You cannot tell a lie. And I mean, if Keefe D was stupid enough to lie about this, then what else if he was stupid enough to? Now, if he was smart enough to go by his proffer and then, hey, he needed some money and he's going to do some interviews and, you know, kind of let him know on some kind of OJ, I did it type of deal, then that's one thing too. The only thing that I know is that I think the reason why this case hasn't been solved in so long is because it's so confusing. There's so many twists and turns. You're dealing with criminals trying to be truthful informants, and you're doing with people who have done the lowest of the low on this earth to go get that dollar, and now they're trying to give you information about a murder that took place damn near 30 years ago. We don't know what to believe. I think that's the point of all of this social media stuff. We don't know what to believe. So at the end of the day, we get to do some speculations and we get to bring in, you know, our personal reference points into stories and stuff like that where we become part of it. And I think that's something that is magnificently terrible about this whole 24-hour news cycle, the lack of journalism. I had to take that pause right there because I'm just looking at this and it is interesting. Let's go back to the shot. He's saying speculation is that this is all caused because of E. Diddy. Let's just say allegedly. Guys. I think he did an awesome. Hey, breaking that story down, I think Richie Revolution did a great job. Amazing job in breaking down that story. I loved it. Anybody in the chat still listening? Let me know. Y'all want to see Richie Revolution? Because I want to bring him back each Thursday to do a little segment, keep us with these stories from the streets. I think that would be awesome. I think it would really be awesome. All right. So, Richie Revolution, I had you muted. I'm going to bring you back in here. Clean this thing up for me.
Yes, sir.
Where are we doing it? It's a Puff Daddy. We're thinking that they're coming for Puff Daddy. Like, what would this look like?
My thing is, I've actually been analyzing this story my whole life. I've been definitely in tune with it for the last 2 years. I've been sitting here watching everything unfold. I watched the campaign on Biggie, like you watch the politics and everything else. I watched it the same way the campaign on Michael Jackson or whoever else. The campaign that goes out on people when they want to get them out of position. We know this just because we have jobs. We have jobs where we work for people who we work under people, and we watch them do less work than us, but campaign like they're the best. This is not no different when you're dealing with multi-million-dollar people. Sometimes you rub somebody the wrong way. Either way, the whole reason why they're doing TPD right now is because they've been trying to get something on Puffy, even if it's just to smear him. Take him to court. They can go through all this shit. Put the name on him. If you don't want to do business with him.
Really?
We don't know what goes on in these big multiple companies, but we know what happens in our regular life when we don't get a court. We don't get
what's her name? Wendy Williams had that envelope, you know, with the Puffy pictures in there. Why not just leak those Puffy pictures out on Reddit or the internet somewhere?
Right. Why did Kim Porter die? Like, I'm not saying Puffy's a good guy or a bad guy. I'm just saying there's so much more information out there than just to pick the little thing that they're telling us. If we just watch what people tell us, most of the time they tell us what they want us to hear. But if you actually watch everything, If you're a Democrat who watches what the Republicans are saying, so you have an argument against it, or you're a Christian who watches what the Muslims say, so you can understand your own language, then that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm just one of those guys that sit back and I look at it as a whole. Do they have enough information to get puppies that we know of right now? No, because we don't know if they have any wiretaps. They don't know. Everybody's dead.
Sorry.
Everybody in this situation is dead.
Is the goal to arrest him or merely smear him and not make him a prominent black icon?
If you smear them, you end their career. It's not about, because he has millions of dollars, he's no longer a part of that $1 million league. You can have millions and still be alone, bro. And that's what it's not about the money. It's about you put yourself around people in situations, you build yourself to be something, and then somebody doesn't like you and they tear you down. It's anybody right now, like we had the conversation. You could have an old girlfriend that you was drinking and y'all had sex, and now you done got rich, and now she just feels bitter. And she goes on a campaign, and then all of a sudden she goes on a campaign, and then all these other people come out on this campaign, and all of a sudden they're putting you out to be something you're not. What's the boxer guy from the boxing Apollo Creed 3? Look how fast he came out doing dominant work, and all of a sudden his career is done, and he was innocent the whole time. They do this to you. We watch this. This is our entertainment, watching how they do their own.
But hold on.
Especially ours.
Like, I get what you're saying, but you be using like some raggedy ass examples, because Jonathan Majors is nothing compared to like what you're talking. Like, that whole situation was different from then, say, a Bill Cosby. Like, that's a totally different.
No,
it's a different situation. It's a different time.
He was accused of doing something he didn't, and the community and everybody on the internet dogged him. And then he was innocent. Do anybody care? What was all the stories about him being innocent at?
People have, all right, honestly, people had opinions about it. People had opinions that were like, yo, like, oh, no, he didn't do that. Some people had opinions like, oh, we knew it. And some people wrote stuff about that, stuff like that. But at the end of the day,
he lost sponsorships in movies. It wasn't just the people who thought something. It was the big business that didn't mess with him.
I'm
talking about his money.
He lost an army.
Not our opinion. He lost big deals behind that.
He lost an army.
He lost a lot behind that.
He lost an army sponsorship, and that's how it will work. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because anybody can definitely throw that claim up here. But the reason why I'm talking to you and I'm looking at this camera right now is because I know there's still energy from the Bill Cosby conversation, and I'm telling you.
I don't. Yes, there is.
He did that shit.
I wasn't there for Bill
let
Cosby.
it go. I wasn't there either, but he did that shit.
I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Michael Jackson was sleeping with boys. I wasn't there.
He did it.
I'm just a person that doesn't have an opinion because I wasn't there.
I have an opinion. I have an opinion. I wasn't there, but I saw a shitload of evidence. Bill Cosby did that. Bill did that.
Right. Every time I asked you what the evidence, you said everything you read. He agreed to.
He agreed to.
Where did he say he gave it to a
Yeah, we had this conversation. We're about to ask you. Yo, guys, it's about to go down.
Where did Bill Cosby say he did something?
Bill Cosby did that. Bill Cosby did it.
I don't know what he did. If he did, that's your opinion. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm just going by legally thinking terms because I wasn't there.
You do care because you're still bringing it up. You care because you're still bringing it up. You bringing it up in a conversation about Keefe D, and we had this conversation even before all of that started. Ladies and gentlemen, do I gotta rewind? Do I gotta rewind? Please review the live, and we're gonna talk about how Buddy brought out Bill Cosby. Because I didn't bring up Bill Cosby.
I didn't make an inference
but it's cool because
I agree that I said the name, but I didn't bring up an inference of what we had a conversation on. You did. You said you felt something about Bill Cosby. I never made him an inference for anybody to stick on it. You did. You got to eat your own for that. And now I'm speaking on it because
no, that's okay. Because we can still rewind this. You brought up Bill Cosby.
Michael Jackson.
I
named other names. Yeah. I didn't talk about their individuality. Right. I named all names. That's all I did.
That's
you
great.
took the conversation we had earlier and you brought it here, not me.
No, you brought it up. You brought it up because you're using the conversation that we had earlier to talk about Keefe D. Now you've been slipping in shit. I'm just calling you out on it.
I'm still saying the same thing about Keefe D.
That's okay.
I'm still saying the same thing.
Keefe D did a proffer. Whether we believe him or not, that shit's on paper. That's all I was saying when we had the earlier Keefe D conversation. That's the legal.
Knight just said,
right now.
Look how this works.
Suge Knight said he's not even going to say anything.
To the world.
Suge Knight's not telling on him, right?
The person who got shot said, I'm not arguing. You think that I'm arguing? I'm working with you, not arguing with you. Suge Knight just said, I seen motherfucker who shot me, and it wasn't Orlando Anderson. That means Keefe D lied, nigga.
Suge Knight didn't say anything. I dropped the call. because we cannot have these conversations because this is how it gets. Not on the we episodes. We're gonna have to do something between us, and we're gonna get the right people to call in on that. But yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I'm letting y'all off early. And I'm letting y'all off early just so you can go back and rewind that live. And when he brings up that Bill Cosby, you put it in the chat and let him know he brought up Bill Cosby. I know y'all didn't know what's going on. It's a little background thing. It's between me and him, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back and we will revisit this conversation. Crazy. Listen. Appreciate y'all coming out and everything like that. Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. So I'm cutting it short this time because it's hot. I'm getting tired. 313-825-5557 is the call-in line. We do this every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. I will be on. I'm going to turn this down right now so you guys can hear me. But I'm going to give you the time right now. All right. I believe we got like 4 o'clock going. Right? It was. But we gotta come. Kato, we gotta come back. We definitely gotta come back with that one. Yeah. We got the Rams, 4:05 p.m. on Sunday. I will be on here Sunday at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. We'll talk Eagles. We'll talk football. We'll talk more fantasy football. I Shine 101. What's good? Tired of being 0-4. Insane. But that's what it is. Same time, same place, same channel next week.